So, a noticeable waymark just behind me here. I'll tell you what it says. This is at the top of the climb or the ascent from the reservoir up on to High Lane, and this waymark tells me that I'm 19 miles away from Middlesbrough and 46 miles away from York. I'm going to neither or neither, so it doesn't really mean much to me, but there we go. It's a lovely structure though. Check it out. Not quite sure what it's all about, but it's interesting to say the least. So we're going to make our way through here. We're going to join High Lane. It's very, very muddy up here. If you're wondering what's going on with the 4x4s, they're tree felling down nearer the reservoir. So there's obviously a bit of activity, a bit of production going on up here. So we've got a nice steady descent now after the climb up from the reservoir, and it's fair to say, my friends, that this walk is a roller coaster. It's up and down, twisty and turny, technical and challenging, but with a few little respites every now and again. So we're having a nice little descent down towards the area called Sheepwash, which always puts a smile on my face. I don't know why, but Sheepwash, either which way you say it, it makes you smile, doesn't it? I'm guessing it's called Sheepwash because it's where Cod Beck runs through a ford, the ford of High Lane, and I suppose that's where they wash the sheep when they bring them off the moors, bring them down onto the lower ground for shearing. That would make sense. It's a calculated guess. Look it up, tell me. But I'm guessing it's called Sheepwash for that reason. So I've got an elderly chap walking in front of me. I wonder if we'll catch him up before we get to Sheepwash. Who knows? People of all ages out here today. Young people like me, in my 50s. Let's see how I got that one in. People much older than me, enjoying themselves in their latter years, their golden years. And also great to see there's lots of young people out here today as well. It's also fair to say that the young people or younger people in the north of England tend to enjoy the outside and the countryside more than perhaps people in the south. Maybe I'm being a little bit stereotypical, but people in the north of England, North Yorkshire, the northeast, tend to embrace the countryside wholeheartedly and enjoy Mother Nature's playground, because isn't that what it is? Let me just spin around, guys, have a little look. That's where I'm going. You might just be able to make out my target. Elderly gentleman walking fairly quickly. You can see how muddy it is up here though. It's pretty muddy. It's firm underfoot though, so it's not slippery at all. So we're heading in a northerly direction now towards Sheepwash. To my left, that way, down the hill is the reservoir, and to my right is the North Yorkshire moors. And if you head off across the North Yorkshire moors and keep going in a straight line, maybe even if you followed the little track behind me, the path behind me there, maybe if you followed that track, eventually you would end up on the east coast of England, the northeast. You'd probably end up somewhere near Sands End or Brunswick Bay or Robin Hood's Bay. But we're not going that way, we're not going that far today, my friends. We're staying close to the reservoir because this is a late afternoon, early evening twilight walk, and we don't want to be going up on the moors. It's easy to get lost up on the moors. So we're staying on the footpaths and we're staying close to Cod Beck, and we're doing a circular hike. So far so good. I hope you're enjoying it. There's a bit more work going on down here as well. As you can see, we've got diggers and bulldozers and all sorts. Not quite sure what they're doing. There's definitely some felling going on up here. Maybe they're doing a bit of resurfacing of the tracks, I'm not sure. But myself and my target ahead of me, elderly gentleman Walker, we are following a mountain biker that went caning down this same track shortly before we set off. So we're going to keep going. When we arrive at Sheepwash, I will jump back on and I will show you the infamous area known as Sheepwash. So stay tuned, keep enjoying yourself. I certainly am. If you don't know who I am, by the way, my name's Matt, M-A-T-T. Welcome to my page, welcome to my Facebook page, welcome to my YouTube channel called Life Begins at 50, 462 days.